Good morning, y'all. It's Deb here with Creative Life and J&S Hobbies and Crafts. And today I am doing a walkthrough of my Stamperia Oriental Garden album. And it just turned out so cute, you guys. I hope you guys love it. It was so fun to work on it. And I used a lot of different elements. Although it's very easy, album that I did for y'all. It is a beginner album, okay? So you will see once we get in here. It may look a little difficult, but I'll tell you, it went by very fast, okay? So the first thing that I want to let you all know is that the paper is by Stamperia. It is Oriental Garden, and you can buy that over at J&S Hobbies and Crafts. Okay, and then for the album I used 3 different dies, okay, to put this together. The first die that we used is the Heartfelt Creations Eyelet Rectangle and Basics die. This has 10 pieces in it, and we did use a couple of the eyelet dies along with the smaller, just the rectangle dies, okay? This is an absolute awesome die set to get, okay? If you need a basic die set for making frames or, you know, for mounting your photos or whatever, this die set is really nice to have, okay? I really recommend it. The next one that I used was the Elizabeth Stitched Circle die, and this one I've used quite a bit. I actually started using this, I believe, with another Stamperia paper. I believe that was the Botanic Garden that I received this die from J&S Hobbies and Crafts, and it is an amazing die, y'all. I love it. In that video where I made the box for the garden, the Botanic Garden album, I used this die and showed you many different tips on how to use this die within your album. So you'll have to check that out, okay? And then we used the Heartfelt Creations Elegant Pocket Accents, okay? Now the only die from here that we used was this one up here. And we used that to accent some of the pages, and we also used it for some pockets, so you will see that in the album, okay? The next thing that I want to let you know is we received some white Tim Holtz Ideology bouquet flowers, right? And I went ahead and showed you how to just watercolor them with your Momento Rhubarb Stalk, okay? So we used that to color these flowers here. And then we added some little black miniature blooms by Kaisercraft. You will find those as well in the shop. So let me go ahead and show you those, okay? So, and then for the front, we did, like I said, we used the Eyelet rectangle die, and we made little frames, and I just put one of the little messages that is on a large sheet that we get in one of the packs, okay, or in both packs. We used 2 packets of this Oriental Garden paper, okay, 2 12 by 12 packs, all right? And so we just framed it. We didn't make it into a shaker. It's just a frame, okay? And we did raise it with some foam tape, okay? And then we cut out the butterflies. We went ahead and fussy cut out some of the butterflies that were around the papers, and just kind of stuck them down. I used the rest of my lace to make a bouquet of flowers, so I thought it turned out pretty cute, and so yeah, so I really liked how that turned out. And then for the spine, I went ahead and did the lace again on the spine. I love that look. And then I went ahead and cut out one of the sentiments again, one of the phrases from the set, and we popped that up on foam tape. And then this is the back. So it has a bunch of different collage of graphics on there. And so here we used the little knitted lace that we received as our closure. Okay, we open this up. All right, and in the front, well, like I said, we went ahead and used, this is where we used the Heartfelt Creations Elegant Pocket Accent die this one only, okay? This one we used throughout the whole album. That was the only one that I used, okay, from that set. And here we went ahead and did a large frame, okay? We placed some of the knitted lace onto the little frame so we could open it up, okay? And then of course you can definitely stick a picture. I just stuck that in there so y'all could see how it slides in and out, okay? And then you open it up, it is magnetized, and here I just went ahead and put some more phrases right here. Here I used some of the remaining knitted lace, and I've just put the, I went ahead and just put that right on top of our magnet, okay? So I'm going to lift that up for y'all to see. Okay. I just love that black and red together. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Okay, and then here we have another frame. Okay, that will fit a little picture in there. Alrighty, and you can do another frame here instead of doing the little phrases, but I thought it looked really nice with the phrase next to it. Okay guys, so now we're on to the pages. And so for the pages, went ahead and used 3 different dies like I had stated before. And so for the closures, we used the Elizabeth craft design dies and the stitch circles, and these have 9 dies in them, and they are awesome. So wonderful for all kinds of different uses for your embellishments throughout your books, your cards, or any type of other projects you have. And so for here in the first page, and page 1 through 4 are all the same from the front to the back. The only difference is maybe some of the elements, embellishments that I used or decorated the front and the backs of each page, okay? So here on this page, we did a die, and the circle die here, and then we placed one of the cut apart circles here, and this actually is a closure, so this opens up like this, okay? And then here I went ahead and added another piece here, circular, and I show you how to make this to where it flips back and forth for your closure, okay? And then here you have a large space for photos, whether it's 4x6s, 5x7s, or maybe smaller photos. And then here on this side you also have more space for photos for like maybe a 5x7 or 4x6. Okay, this folds over like this, and then here you have your mats. Now each page has this little pocket, okay, that flips over and out, okay, and each page has room for several mats, okay, not just 2, but you could fit probably about 4 maybe or 5 different mats in there. And you can do 4.5 by 6.5 mats, 5x7 mats, or smaller. Okay, so I just did 2 for each page, but of course y'all can do more. And then on each mat I went ahead and used the little rest of, or some of that cute floral knitted lace that we got from J&S Hobbies, and I used that as our tuck, not our tuck spot, our tab, our tab pull. So, yeah, so that is what I used for each mat, and you'll see those throughout the pages that I show you, okay? And then this right here opens up like this, okay? So you have more room in here for more pictures, okay? 4x6s, or maybe smaller 4x4s, or you know, whatever size you have. And then this closes just like that. You flip this over on page 1, behind there you have a pocket, okay, and this actually opens up. These are 2 double doors, and then behind here actually we made a pocket. So behind there you have a little booklet that we made, okay. It is 11 by 4. And it's just for maybe a 4 by 6 photo or 4 by 5 photo. And then I placed the cut apart cards on each one, okay, for photos and such, or journaling at the top, or you could put a title up here, or, you know, whatever you would like. And then here we have a 5 by 7 photo mat. And I didn't decorate the back. I just decorated the front, but you could definitely do the back too, okay. And then a 6 by 7 photo mat here. And then of course I used that beautiful lace as our pull tab for each one, okay. So those just slide right behind there. And then this opens up, and the locking mechanism is the circle. So there's 2 pieces to that circle, and we go ahead and cover part of that circle here, and then we attach the rest of that circle to the back of or to the front of the door. And then here you have, in the middle part, you have a nice space for a 5 by 7 photo. And then on this side here, I went ahead and cut these little bookmarks out, and these were on the cut apart page with the cut apart cards that we used for the front of this little booklet and for our waterfall, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then these just fit right back here in that little pocket. And the pocket, again, we used that Heartfelt Creations die right here. And what we did, it's the same die that we used here, okay, but we just cut it down to fit the size as a pocket, okay. So isn't that awesome? I just love using our dies different ways. So I just love it. So this folds up, and it go ahead and it closes just like that, okay. So each of your pages are the same in the front and in the back, okay. Again, page 2, this opens up just like this, okay. So you have an area here for photos. You have this beautiful area here for photos, and then you have this as your locking or your closure mechanism. This folds over like this, and then of course it has the pocket and our beautiful pull tabs with the knitted lace. And then you have your 5 by 7 and your 4.5 by 6.5 photo mats, okay. These slide right back into that pocket, okay. And then this here, I went ahead and used that knitted lace as a border for this part where you could stick a photo. And then it opens up, and you have a nice area here for more photos. This part right here, we actually cut, okay. So this page has this little, where this little red border is right here, right underneath that, we went ahead and cut that open, and so we could have a little pocket there. So you could stick some photo mats, or, you know, whatever you would like right there. And then it closes with a magnet, okay. And then this go ahead and this closes just like that, okay. This flips over like this, and then on the back of page 2, again, you have a nice little piece here, little booklet that you can stick some photos in, okay. And then here you have, again, your 4.5 by 6.5 mat and your 6 by 7 mat, okay. And then this one I just did differently. These mats, I just went ahead and put, instead of the pull tabs being in the top part, I just did them on the side. So this goes in like this. This one goes in like that. So just like that, and then page 2 opens up, and with page 2 we now have some really cute little frames that we used, and those frames are the eyelet frames from the Eyelet Rectangle and Basics die that was or that is over at J&S Hobbies and Crafts. So this die, I'm telling you, if there's a die, I don't know, all 3 of them are really nice, but this one I like because to make the frames is super easy, y'all, and I love it. So it just takes the guesswork out of like hooking up the, you know, using which ones to make the frames for your photos. So I really like that. And so this right here is a little frame. You can stick a little picture in, okay? So your little picture would just slide in there just like that. And then here, same. Your little picture would just slide in there. And then right in here, okay? So cute. And then here I just went ahead and did some of the phrases, and I distressed them, and I went ahead and inked them on the edges. So it says, the way to do is to be. Earth laughs and flowers. And then here I put love, and I think this one right here is one of my favorite pages right here. I love that. So yeah. And then this closes just like this, okay, just like that, just closes right up. And then on page 3 we go ahead and we have another closure. This one I left plain. I love this whole sheet right here. So pretty, you guys. And then you open this up, and page 3 has a little bit of different element to it, and I will show you in just a minute. Okay, so here I went ahead and some of this, the sentiments or the phrases that I put on these, I did them all. I went ahead and distressed all of them and inked them all in that Rhubarb Stalk. Okay, so they're all really, really pretty. They're all done up, and I just love it. Okay, so this one says, every day is a journey, and the journey itself is home. When the moon is full, it begins to wane. And then this one, change how you see and see how you change. So I love that saying. So on this page here where it flips out, okay, where it's actually a pocket and it holds some of your mats, I decided to do something different. And if you have followed me or seen some of my past albums, you know that when we have wood planks, I like to cut them and make pockets out of them. And we usually do them on a horizontal way, so that way they're pockets and they sit like this, right? This one had lines through it, okay, and this one we did vertical. So I went ahead and did these vertical, and instead of laying down each one for a pocket, I just left them open, so your little tags will just fall right through. Okay, so, or your photos, so you don't have to worry about anything, you know, falling down or falling through or anything. It holds these little tags perfectly. So I just thought that it was a really neat idea and something different, so that, you know, I'd never seen before. So I just thought that it was kind of a neat idea, and so yeah. So that was pretty neat. So thought that was kind of cool. And then this one here, these are the mats that fit into the pocket right here. And I went ahead and placed one of the phrases up here on top of the photo mat. And of course, this is a 4x6 photo mat. Okay. And then this is a 5x7 photo mat right here. And then here is just one for a little photo. Maybe 4x4 or 4x4.5 or something. So so yeah, so that's what I did there. And then of course we used that little lace as the pull tabs again. So here I'm just going to go and stick these right back in here in this little pocket. Okay. And then here, this flips open like this, so you have a lot of room for some photos here. So this, again, it's 2 areas that, you know, will you could stick photos in, okay? And if you've noticed, I really didn't do any layouts on the pages because I didn't know what photos I would be laying down, and I have some that I might want to make bigger, and so I thought I might, you know, do that. So I didn't do any layouts, and I figured that way it gives you more freedom to lay down your photos where you want them, okay? Okay, so this flips over. Okay, so now we're in the back of page 3, and again we have our little booklet here. I just love these cut apart cards. The back of them are so pretty. They have like sea, ocean view, a scenery, and different flowers and such, and they're just really nice. And then I left these blank inside so you can stick your photos in them, and if you want to put paper in there, you're more than welcome to. So that fits back in that pocket. And then here I used the little lace for the pull tab, and I actually stuck some a little word here, and then I stuck one of the phrases up in through here. Okay, and I did pop some up with foam tape, so you can do that. So again, this is a 5x7 and this one's a 6x7. Okay, so you can see the difference, 6x7 and 5x7. Okay, so these just fit right in here, just like that. Okay, and then this flips open like this, and again we use that same die for some embellishing on this page. And then here you have another large area for a photo, and then these little bookmarks just pop out. So you can lay photos here and here, or you can actually lay photos on the back of these, and or journal on the back of them if you wanted to cover them with white cardstock, or maybe you know, a cream colored cardstock. You can definitely do that. And so I just want to show you up close how those little it's the same die that we've been using throughout the book. We just cut it down even more to make it into a little tuck area. And then up top we went ahead and cut the middle part of that so you could see it and use it as a little tuck area. Okay, so the little area that's cut is this part right here, so we cut that little area. Okay, and then that just fits right up in there. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then this closes like that, and I must have not closed 4, so 4 again, 4 closes the same as all the rest of the pages do, and it opens up just like this. Okay, I put a little phrase right here, and it says, if it comes, let it. If it goes, let it. So I thought that was really nice, and so I just put that there. And then here you have a large space for photos. Over here you have a nice little space for photos. And then of course you have your area for your photo mats again. And we have the pull tabs created out of that lace. And then we used the strip of excess papers that we had in our pile to give it, you know, a little bit of an accent. And then here is a 4.5 by 6.5 and a 5 by 7 photo mat. Okay, so I just think this turned out so cute, y'all, and I hope you guys like it as I'm going through it. Here I decorated the side with that lace again, and it's so pretty. And then again, it opens up like this, and you have a large area for some more 4x6 photos, or, you know, whatever you would like to put in there. You go ahead and you turn page 4, and on the back you have another little booklet. Okay, I just love that flower. You have another little booklet for some photos. Okay, and then you have a 5x7 and a 6x7 photo mat. Okay, of course you have the back as well. I just I just didn't put any of the strips on the back. I actually forgot. So, and I could add more of the phrases and sentiments on here too. So, love that. And then here, this opens up like this, and we have some more little frames. So page 2 and 4 are the same on the inside, and if you notice, page 1 and 3 are sort of the same on the inside. And so here, again, we have the little photo frames where you can stick a little picture inside, and we used the smaller eyelet frame on this set. So we used the smaller one here with the smaller rectangle that's in the inside of there, and then I just put a little phrase right here: the earth has music for those who listen. And then of course this closes up just like that. Okay, and then on the back page of the book, we made a little waterfall out of the cut apart cards. So here we did a little circle here, and this flips open. I went ahead and put a little phrase right here, and then here I show you how to make the waterfall using the strips of your design paper. Usually we use the plain cardstock to make the strips, and we go ahead and do it that way, and then use the strips to cover up the cardstock. But this time what I did is I just used the design paper to make our strips for our waterfall, and I thought it looked really good, and then that way you don't have to worry about it. They're already covered, so they're already done. So there's plenty of areas for your photos here. And then here I went ahead and placed the last card on top of the back of the book. Okay, it is adhered down, and then we cut this area right in through here, okay, right here above this red border, and to make a little pocket for the rest of the tags that we had. And I used the little lace for the pull tabs. So it looks super, super cute, you guys. I love it. I love it. And so that is it. So that is our book, and I think it turned out super cute, you guys. I hope that you like this paper. Hope you like the book, and thank you so much for joining me in creating this book, and I hope that you get a chance to create one as well. So hop on over to jnshobbiesandcrafts.com, and you will see all of the items in there that I used in this album. And I will also have the link below, and the cutting guide, and also the link to the paper down below. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll be talking to you guys later. Love y'all. Take care. Bye.